So you think meditation isn't for you. You cannot sit still, your mind just won't stop, or it just feels waste of time. It might feel impossible at first, but once you find the right rhythm and the tools, everything starts to shift. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Uliana, and in today's video I want to talk about something that truly changed the way how I operate in my everyday life: meditations. Now let me be very clear, I am still very much a student of this practice. I do not claim to be a guru or an expert, but I am someone who saw firsthand how even the small habit of meditation can change your life. So I thought I'd just share my journey, how I started, what are the things that working for me, what are the things that don't working for me, and just to share how meditation continues to help me show up as the best version of myself every day. And if you're someone who thinks, no, Uliana, I just cannot sit down in stillness, in quietness every day for 30-40 minutes, don't worry, I do have some amazing alternatives that I will share with you that you actually can do with your eyes open and doing some other stuff. So just please stay with me till the end of the video and you might be surprised what those alternatives are. Now let's take a moment, guys, and talk why meditation. Because meditation, it's not just sit still in the morning for 10, 15, 30 minutes and then just go back to your life as usual. Most of us live on autopilot. So we wake up in the morning and we immediately start to feeling the same feelings, thinking the same thoughts, and doing the same behaviors. But we call it new day. And based on Dr. Joe Dispenza teachings, by the time we are in our mid-30s, 95% of who we are is automatic subconscious thoughts and beliefs. 95%. Think about it. So if your current thoughts, feelings, and behaviors created the reality that you live in right now, then to create a new reality, you have to become a new person. Let's say you want to have more health, more strength, more vitality, more energy, but the personality you are currently living through is stress, overwhelmed, always too busy, maybe a little bit self-critical. That personality with that belief and thoughts and behaviors and feelings and emotions created this level of health that you have in right now in your reality. So in order to create new reality, you have to become someone new. So you have to rehearse that thoughts, feelings, and actions of the future you who are already living that life. To create vibrant health, you have to think, act, and feel like someone who already is healthy. And that's when meditations becomes so powerful. Because let's say you decided, okay, today I'm gonna sit and meditate for, 20 minutes. But the second you close your eyes, all of a sudden your legs start to itching, your back start to hurting, you remember that important email that you have to respond to immediately, or you decided that actually today is not really a good day because you have so many things to do. So your body just wants to get up and go and run and do and check and write and read and do all of these things. And I want you to understand, guys, that that is not lack of discipline. That's your body resisting the change. And what does that mean? That over time, your body become chemically addicted to your emotional states, like stress, worry, overwhelmed, even busyness. And just like any addiction, when you stop giving it what it used to, your body goes to withdrawal. And that's why meditation can be so uncomfortable at first, because when you're in stillness, you start saying to yourself, that's it, we are not anymore gonna live in survival. And your body saying like, wait a minute, what? A peace, stillness? We don't know what is that. We only know stress, overwhelm, busyness, 100 things to do, but I don't know what that means to be in peace. That's when the body that's supposed to follow the mind actually leads your behavior. So the body, who's supposed to be a servant and the mind is the master, but in this situation, the body becomes the master. The servant becomes the master. So the body wants to check the phone, responds to email, check the social media, go get the coffee, go to talk to a friend, but not to stay still, because stillness, it's unfamiliar. And brain and the body only recognize familiar as a safe place. The body craves knowing, even if that knowing is a chaos, it's bad for you, it's make your life even worse, but that's knowing, and it's cling to it. It doesn't want to let it go. But this is exact moment when the real works begin. When you sit through the discomfort, when you said that, no, this time I am in control. I am the creator of my life. We're going to sit through this, and we're going to sit until I said so. And then your body, just like that animal that has to be tamed, start giving you tantrums. Start saying, no, let's do it tomorrow, or no, what is the purpose of this anyways? This will not change anything. And those familiar thoughts that you've been thinking about yourself start to come up in your time of meditation, like, oh, you're a failure anyway. Oh, you're so stressed, you're so busy, let's do this tomorrow. But then you have to take your power back, and you said, no, I said we're gonna stand up from this meditation when I say we're gonna stand up from this meditation. And this is how change is happening, not with a force, but with the awareness. You kind of became aware every time that those thoughts arise, and then you put them down and you said, no, I am in charge. I love you, my body, but I am in charge. And that's why meditation isn't always busy when you just start doing them. But that's why it's so important to continue to do them, because a lot of people I know, they give up, not give up, but they start doing meditation because they say, no, it's not for me, I just cannot sit still, it's not for me. It is for you. You just have to wait and go through that period when you have to take control, when you're gonna say, no, we're gonna sit through it and I'm in control. It's very uncomfortable, it's very hard, but you have to get through it. You have to show your body who the master is. And again, when you get that power back, with every meditation it gets easier and easier. And don't get me wrong, sometimes even now I meditate and I have this fights with my body that it doesn't want to sit. It gives me like 100 reasons to stand up. First, it gives me 100 reasons not to do the meditation. Then it gives me 100 reasons to stop doing meditation in the middle of meditation. But I think with every of those thoughts, when I get my power back, I reclaim my true power as a creator to actually create and dictate the way how I will live my life. And body has to follow me, because body is not the master. My mind is the master. My body is a servant. So that's a little bit about the meditation and why you have to do it. But let me tell you my story and what I do now. I told you in the previous video that I start my whole meditation journey with an app called Breathe. I think that's the correct way how to say it. And it's amazing app. They have like guided meditation, less guided meditation. They have 10 minutes, 15, 20, 40 minutes. It's beautiful, amazing app. And I would highly recommend to everyone who just starting and they don't know what to do, how to go about it. Just go download the app. I know it's not free, but you can do like a 7-day free trial. Just try it out if you like it. You can try many of the apps. However, if you're ready to take a jump and start with the Dr. Joe Dispenza, I invite you to do so. You guys not gonna regret it. You just have to stick to it and give it a chance. So let's start with what I am meditating to. The very first meditation from Dr. Joe were morning and evening meditation, volume 2. And why volume 2? Because they a little bit longer. I think the original is like 20 or 25 minutes and this one is 30-35 minutes, and I just prefer a longer one. So morning meditation. And now I know that when you're just starting Dr. Joe meditations, they can sound different from other meditations. I'm still laughing because sometimes I tell my husband like, oh my god, I had amazing meditation, come, let me give you a try. And I sit him down, I put the headphones, and every time he listens to Dr. Joe, he's like, I cannot do it, because the way how he speaks, well, when you're gonna hear it, you're gonna know, but the way how he speaks, it's very different than any other application meditations. However, he has a lot of research to back up why he speaks the way he speaks, in a way he speaks, and the music. So everything backed up by science with Dr. Joe Dispenza. You're gonna get used to that. So that's the first thing, the way how the meditation goes. The second thing, which is very important, and I did ignore it for the longest time, it's preparation for the meditation. So for the longest time, I wake up, I went right away to my meditation, and then I go with my morning. However, this is the wrong way to do it. Before the meditation, before you go to meditation, you have to prepare. And when you're going to download the meditation from Dr. Joe Dispenza website, he has a little introduction, and he's going to give you little steps what you have to do before the meditation. So anyways, let's say today I want to do morning meditation. I wake up, first thing I have, it's my glass of water, I make myself a cup of coffee, and I read for 30 minutes with the coffee. I get that out of the way, which means my body not gonna be in fight with me in the meditation, telling me that you need the coffee, what about the book? So I get that out of the way. Now it's the time for prepare for the meditation. I open my journal. I have a journal specifically dedicated for my meditation preparation. I write the date and the meditation name, so I know on what day I meditate to. Okay, so particularly for the morning meditation, Dr. Joe asks you to recognize and know who are you no longer want to be, and the person who are you becoming. So what do? The first thing, actually, I do write intention for the day or for a month or for my life, because I like to reread it and remind myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. So then I write who I no longer want to be. And I write 2 thoughts / beliefs, because belief, it's essentially thought that you keep thinking and thinking over and over again until it wires in your brain and become belief. You start to believe in what you're thinking, who you are. So anyways, 2 beliefs. It can be, for example, I never have enough time. You know, sometimes you feel so busy all day, every day, but nothing really gets done. I used to feel that often. I used to feel overwhelmed with stress and busyness, but nothing really was getting done. So I never have enough time is the thought that I no longer want to believe. The second thought can be, I have no vision. You know, like those people who have the vision, they see their goals, their dreams, like I have no vision. I don't want to any longer believe in that, because everyone has their vision. They just have to find it within themselves. So anyways, the 2 thoughts, I never have enough time, I don't have a vision. Then I write 2 behaviors that I no longer want to do. The first thing can be procrastination. You know, like you keep promising yourself every day that you're gonna start workout, start to read that book, start going on a walk, but your body still keep telling you, let's start tomorrow, you're too tired today, you've been too busy today, do it tomorrow. You know, those thoughts. So procrastination, the behavior that I no longer want to do. The second behavior can be sabotage your own goals, because you know that sometimes you are the one who's sabotaging your goals more than anyone around you. So I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to behave in that way anymore. I don't want to sabotage my goals anymore. And then I write 2 feelings. And those can be, for example, laziness. Like I feel lazy, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to feel that anymore. Those are in the past. And another one can be, for example, guilt. Because sometimes guilt can paralyze you to do anything with your life, right? So I don't want to feel that anymore. Those are the things that I no longer want to be. The 2 thoughts, the 2 behaviors, and the 2 feelings. And then I write who I want to become, or I usually write who I am becoming. And it's usually kind of like I look at who I no longer want to be, and then I write who I am becoming. So again, I write 2 thoughts / beliefs, and I write I see my vision through. Meaning, doesn't matter what happened in my life, what kind of life situation I am in, I still see my vision through for my goals, for my desires, for my dreams, because nobody else is going to see it except me. So I have to see my vision through. So I write, I see my vision through. The second thought, I write, I live in no time and I accomplish everything. Because again, being busy, it's not the same as being productive. So when I write, I live in no time and I accomplish everything, I notice that if I meditate on that, I usually accomplish more in a day and I actually productive, not just busy. And then I write 2 behaviors. And there I write discipline. Discipline is something that all people who accomplish something in their life have in common. So it doesn't matter how you feel, what happened in your life, you have a discipline that you follow through. And another behavior I write, it's, for example, persistence. It's kind of go hand in hand with discipline, but persistence means that regardless what's happening outside. I keep doing what I promised myself I'm gonna do. I will persist until that goal that I put for myself I see come true. And then finally, I write 2 feelings, and then the feelings can be worthy, for example, because sometimes you want those dreams to come true or your goal to come true, but you don't really feel worthy inside. So you have to feel that worthiness before that goal arrive. So I write worthy, and the second feeling can be trust, because you also have to trust universe, God, source, whatever you believe in. You have to trust that something bigger than you lives within you or outside you, whatever you believe in, that helping you to accomplish all of your dreams, goals, and desires. So that's it. I wrote down my intention for the day. I wrote down who I no longer want to be. I wrote down who I am becoming or who I want to be. I reread them again, so I remember exactly the thoughts that I no longer want to think, the behaviors I no longer want to do, and the feelings I no longer want to feel. And then I also remember the thoughts that I am thinking, the things that I am doing, and the feelings that I am feeling and will feel throughout the day. Now the time is for the fun part, for the meditation. So I usually go to my bedroom. I do have a very comfortable llama chair there if my husband's still not in bed. If he is, I do go to my office where the chair is not so comfortable, but it is what it is. And I use this corded headphones. The reason why I use corded, because I do believe in those MF radiation stuff. That's why I don't use AirPods, but it's another story for another video. And I also use the blindfolds. I think that's how you call it. And the funny story about the blindfolds and why do I use them, it's because I do sleep with the open eyes. So sometimes when I go deep within the meditation, like that half asleep state, I actually start opening my eyes, and that light kind of distracts me. So that's why I wear them, and it's pitch black, and even if I open my eyes just a little bit, it's still black. So it's really also helpful. Now also another thing, guys, to know that make sure that it's going to be quiet and nothing gonna like blow in your face or anything like that, because one time I was meditating, and actually in the evening, and I was sitting in my meditation, and because it was evening and the temperature in the house like rise and the AC turned on, and I was kind of like sitting right under AC thing, and it's kind of blow the air in my face, and I was in my mask deep in the meditation, and I have this like air blowing to my face. And I'm not gonna lie, I got scared because I didn't know, like, is that real happening with me in the real time, or I in some other time, like what's happening to me. So that was very scary, so be aware of that. Honestly, if I do my meditation in the evening now, I kind of like make it very cold, like 74 before I go to meditation. And when I go to meditation, I turn my AC back to 76, so it's not gonna blow even if the temperature gonna go up. So it's not gonna blow on you. But anyways, that's not important. So I meditated, I finished my meditation. Within the meditation, Dr. Joe guides you. He tells you, remember those things that you no longer want to feel, to think, to behave. Now remember the things that you do want to think, how you want to behave, who you want to become, how you want to feel. You do all that, and then you exit the meditation, and you actually feel amazing. Now remember that it's not only those 30 minutes of the day that you feel nice and you feel sane, and then you go back to autopilot the rest of the day. So it's great that you did that 30 minutes meditation in the morning, but now you have another 12 hours of a day, and you still have to remind yourself within that day those feelings that you wrote in the morning and you felt in your morning meditation, because it's very easy to go on autopilot again, to start thinking those unconscious thoughts and beliefs again. So you have to remind yourself again and again and again to feeling those thoughts that you do want to feel. Now, that was my preparation and meditation for the morning. Dr. Joe has also evening meditation, but honestly, I don't do evening meditation. I just don't have time for it. Well, probably I just don't find the time for it, or I don't want to find the time, because I really wanted to, I would probably do it, but I don't. And actually, if you want to go like deeper and experience that blackness, that vastness, that quantum field, I think evening it's perfect time for that. I tried a couple times doing in the evening like those deep meditation, and it kind of like was more impactful in that way, to go deeper in that quantum field. So if you want to experience more of that, I would highly recommend you to do evening meditations. But other than that, I do it every morning, and I do feel the difference. If I don't do it in the morning, I am a different person that day. I am more reactive, I am more feisty, I am more impatient. Just I don't like it, so I have to do it. That was just a description of one morning meditation. However, Dr. Dispenza has a lot of different meditation that I actually use and rotate through my life. I absolutely love his abundance meditation, changing the box meditation, especially the new one with Mei Lan voiceover. It's absolutely amazing. And that meditation, it's great for someone who has this life situation that they want to change or overcome, or not react as much as they reacting to it right now. Absolutely love that meditation. I also love turning with your heart. I think that's the name meditation. I actually do it a lot. Love it. Blessing of the energy center meditation, turning into the new potential meditation, changing the beliefs meditation. It's so many meditations. If you guys want to see a separate video specifically about Dr. Joe meditations, which one I do, how do I prepare for each one, I would love to make that video. I think it would be very helpful if you're just starting and you don't know what to do and how to prepare for it, because trust me, you can do it wrong. Well, you're probably not going to do wrong meditation, because it's not such a thing as a wrong meditation, but the preparation for the meditation can be done wrong, which I did before, and I didn't know that I was doing wrong, and I didn't know why I didn't see results, but now I do, because I didn't prepare correctly for the meditation. And just a reminder again, if you feel like this kind of meditation, it's a very big leap for you at the moment, please start with something. Download those meditation apps that I talk about, like Breathe, Calm, Insight Timer. You also can find free meditations on YouTube that a lot of people use and they love. You can also do that, but please start somewhere. You're gonna see how your life will change when you start doing them. And again, do not give up when your body gives you a hard time. Remember, the servant becomes a master, and your mind has to get the power back and show the body that it is the servant and it's supposed to follow the mind, not vice versa. Now, I know I also promised for those of you guys who still cannot make the decision or commitment to sit still for 20-30 minutes every morning, I do have some alternatives. And one of the alternatives that I love, and actually I also use it during the day when I do something, it's called Activations app. And those are short affirmation / visualization audios. They are very fun, and they have huge library of different kinds of activations for healing, prosperity, abundance, all kinds of activations you can find there. And you actually do them with your eyes open while you're doing other stuff. For example, if you're cooking or you're cleaning, you do laundry, or you're getting ready. They have all kinds of, they even have like activation that help you to write in a journal, like writing prompt journal activations. Again, if you're not fully ready to commit to meditations every day, please check out the activation app. Those are amazing. They are fun to listen to and visualize with them, and just affirm back to yourself what you hear from those audios, and they are just fun to do. And another alternative I can recommend to you, it's called Soak app. It's actually healing frequencies, and that app is very interesting because you can use it on the background on whatever you listen to or watching to. Because, for example, if that frequency sound kind of, I don't know, freak you out and you like to hear it, you actually can turn on the music, and on the back you put the frequency, and you don't hear the frequency, just the music, but that frequency is actually working on your body. They have frequency like 396 hertz that release fear and guilt, 528 hertz frequency known as a love frequency. And again, this app is amazing because you don't have to do anything. You just play it on a background of something that you already listened to, you're already watching, and it's actually affecting your body. And your body actually responding to this frequency, whether you know it or not know it, believe it or not believe it, your body still responded to the frequency. And I know the topic of frequency, it's maybe a little bit woo-woo for some people, but it's actually very scientific information. And the founders of the Soak app, it's actually working with the Air Force. That's tell you a lot, I think, that it's not woo-woo, that frequency is actually working. So if you want to try it out, please do. They also have a free tryout period if you sign up for the membership. And please let me know in a comment if you do sign up and you listen to the frequency, if you did feel any differences, because I'm very interested how people react and if they feel any differences on the body after listening to the frequencies. I did feel it because, funny story, they have this frequency in this app called Boosting Feminine Energy, something like that. And I had a date night with my husband. So on my drive to the date, I put this Boost Feminine Energy frequency and some music, because I told you can use it in background. So I put some music with this frequency, I listen to it, I drive to the restaurant, I arrive at the restaurant, I open the door, my husband's waiting outside, like I exit the car, and my husband looked at me and said, "Oh my God, babe, like you look so beautiful, so feminine." And I'm like, "Yes, I am. I listen to the feminine frequency energy, and that's what I emanate, the feminine energy." So if you think it's not working, it's clearly working, and I experienced it firsthand. And again, they have tons of different frequencies. They have the same frequency, but for the man, called Boost Man Energy. They have frequency for focus. Well, I love the app. Just check it out, guys. Again, they have a free version, not version, but free trial that you can listen to. Highly recommend, and like it's clearly working for me, at least, for sure. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so very much for watching this video. It's come to an end. I want to remind you that it doesn't matter where you are in your meditation journey. You're just starting out, you're in the middle of it, or you're already pro, which I am definitely not. You don't have to be perfect. If today you fail to meditate, tomorrow is the new day, new life, and new beginning. And if you didn't start meditation yet, no problem. I gave you some alternative tools that I hope you're gonna like and use and try it out. Let me know how did that go for you. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with someone who might need it. And I would love to also hear from you in the comments what are your current meditation practices are, or what's holding you back not to do them, or maybe you're trying one of the alternatives that I recommended to you. How did you like that? The one about the frequency, it's very interesting to me. And again, guys, I want to invite you to my Instagram. Please come and say hi. I would love to connect with you there as well. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'm sending you love, peace, prosperity, and clarity. And I see you in my next video.